Dynasty Mode. I'm Reese David. Next, let's choose your rosters. If you're looking for the latest EA Sports recommended roster, now it's time to customize your Dynasty experience. Similar to last year, here's where you'll modify your settings from the expanded list of available options. You can import your team builder created teams and customize your conferences, complete with unique rules and protected rivals. It's now time to select your team. Time to figure out where now for the fun part. Here, you'll create a coach. Now it's time to choose your coach's archetype. Your starting choices are motivator, recruiter, and tactician. What's most important to you? Maximizing player development, acquiring new talent, or putting your team in the best position to win? Congratulations, it's time to sign your first coaching contract. Now pay attention to the expectations of the role. Failing to meet the university's expectations will land you on the hot seat and potentially looking for a new job when the coaching carousel rolls around.
Oh, let's try this again, shall we?
What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. On the move, it's Frazier. Got the first down and more. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship, Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Direct snap. It's Bell. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to throw it, Stockton. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
It is hard to get sacks on screens. I mean, the offensive linemen stay with you for a little bit. Defensive linemen squirt through. A lot of times they read the screen and backpedal. Not on this one. They got through, got to the quarterback, got him on the ground. Not good execution by the offense, but it still counts as a sack.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The gift to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Wide open spaces. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
The give is to Williams, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Dances away. He throws into the middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll do it himself on the draw. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Bell. Under fire. The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be third down.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Intercepted, and the defense is set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
They're going to test the right side with this one. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Give to the back. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Firing to the right, complete. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond.
Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The give to the back. Turning it on. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Moves away as he feels pressure. And down he goes. Trying to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
And And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollack, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism, it was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All-timer.
Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. Quarterback now breaking the field. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Leaves it with the back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. Saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now they'll try the right side. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Quarterback may change this route. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Branch. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Motion from the back. On the snap, it's Bell. Hard running there. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted deep in his own end. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Finds his man. It's Robinson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Slings it downfield. Finds space on the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Noles. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Bringing it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Steps away to find some room. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. How about this dude going off script for the Noles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. These corners going to give them some space. Here comes the heat. The short hand. It's Davis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. To the air. It's Castellanos. Might be looking to run. Gets rid of it. Grab near the marker. It's Davis. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point gain.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Quick strike complete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The option look. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires on the move. Makes a connection. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it in. It's Branch. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Right on the money. And he's brought down after a nice game. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
On the direct snap, it's Bell. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. The Dogs are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. The inside handoff. At the 35, he's open. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. He hurls one deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Grabbed over the middle. It's McLaughlin. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, you think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Going to take a shot at this DB. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity.
No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. He'll take the deep shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Quickly complete. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
To the air. It's Stockton. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going for it all. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the ground with the back. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
You're probably not going to always live in man-to-man and put your safety, especially your free safety, on a wide receiver, on a guy with great speed, but really nice coverage, nice defense, nice job staying between the receiver and the quarterback and swatting that ball to the ground.
And it's loose. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Leaves it with the running back. Picks up the first down. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Georgia.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Looking left. Complete downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Noles can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Robinson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Hauls it in. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. Gets it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Men don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Right down the boulevard. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. This drive will open from the 15. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got the first down, looking for more. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the ground, he's got it again. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking for a crease, it's Frazier. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. You run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Dropping back, it's Stockton. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And a nice play by the defense. Third and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air on first down. Buying some time as he moves left. That's caught. It's Robinson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on him, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
It's caught. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, you're down 2 possessions. The defense knows you're going to take shots, so it's not going to be easy. But how about that explosive play and a 50-50 ball? Guy comes down with it, and that is perfect. You've got to score quick and get the ball back quickly here to win this game.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It's a seam wide open. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the...
Speeding down the left side at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Wants to go up top on first down. The throw. Catch in the middle. It's McLaughlin. He's loose. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The defender got a little desperate there. Grabbed, held, and the offense will take the penalty. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for an open area to his left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The short hands, it's Robinson. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Knowles are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. To the air, it's Castellanos. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Rolls his way ahead. And he'll go out of bounds, and he will be short of the first down.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with a loss.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, there's something you don't see very often. The quarterback overthrowing that guy with his type of speed. There aren't a lot of dudes that have the arm talent to overthrow him, but somehow we just saw it happen right there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's White. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Well, I think the running back is showing you his experience and his awareness. I love that run, not so much about the game. I love the fact that he didn't run out of bounds. A lot of younger guys probably would have done that. You've got the lead here late. You want to bleed the clock. Really, really smart decision that time by the running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught near the sticks, it's Branch. At the 35, he's got room. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the fourth quarter. They keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Zings it complete to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Might as well stick with him. Breaks the tackle. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D lineman and linebacker.
Picked off to stop the threat. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
He wants a big play here late. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's so...
stress, pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready? 325.
On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Buys a little time with his feet. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic, throwing the football down the field.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On target over the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Using his legs to buy some time. He throws back to the left. That could be risky.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. It's a running room. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Makes the grab outside. It's Smith.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. When you have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that, as a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Man, the defense was in there in such a hurry. They didn't even let that draw develop. Got to him so quick.
You know, the draw play has to look like a pass and not look like you're faking a pass. And I think there, it was pretty evident they were trying to run the draw. The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hot mollies up front.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Off play action. The quick out. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air, it's Sayin. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Caught at the 25. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And man, is that perfect timing. You could tell quarterback drops back, he sees his guy, and he knows he's open, but watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Branch. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play-action fake. He Here's the pressure. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
The Bulldogs need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Unloads quickly. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third down, going up top. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Making side adjustments here. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Got it.
Looking to pass, it's Stockton. With the catch, it's White. At the 35, he's loose. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tate. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, did you see the D tackle just slice through the offensive line? That's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up the tackle for loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Looking to the big tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You could tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Fourth down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Ohio State. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Off the play fake on 1st down. Buys a little time. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy, he's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
The Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking for room. It's Frazier. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Stockton. Quarterback extends the play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped at the 19-yard line. A big play there to get the pick and take it back inside the 20.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field.
Bringing it back. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's got it on the right. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw at Stockton. Steps away. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. There he goes. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got his man. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Past the 30. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
To the air on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. These corners backing off a bit. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. They'll run the screen. He stopped well short of the line to gain at the 22. Not a chip shot field goal, but certainly makeable. We'll see what they do on fourth down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. They go to the ground. Looking for room at the 40. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Georgia! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
I don't know if there was a lot of question with respect to who that ball was going to be going to. This quarterback knows who his best playmaker is, and on the final play of the first half, he was looking him up. It wasn't going to be easy, but they were able to execute, get on the same page, score the touchdown, and they've got the lead.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably... second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He'll start this third quarter with a run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It must be great to be a Georgia linebacker. Coming downhill with speed, defensive front eats up blockers, and you make the play.
It is nice, and it's nice because usually they got 3 guys in front of you. They're eating 5. And those linebackers get to come downhill, make plays in the backfield like you saw right here.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
24, Georgia, 14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Keeps it on the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And they try to sneak the draw play in there and try to show pass right away, get it to the running back. Defense not fooled in the slightest. Nice job getting upfield, getting to the running back, getting him on the ground.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Intercepted. And he's out of bounds right at the 15.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Touchdown, Ohio State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
Set to advance on the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Release to the back. Caught over the middle, it's Frazier. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. When you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run.
Trying to burn this defensive back. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from 25. Takes the handoff. It's Donaldson. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Time to take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we can go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those.
Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in.
He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab on the left side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did. And I know you can can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick completion to the right. At the 45 on his way. There he goes. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the stomping has commenced. The AT unit on the field. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Stockton. Going deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Skips away from pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Buying some time. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going downfield for the big play. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
And I get it. At this point in the 2nd half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points, and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Looking for the score. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
He's got it on the outside. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Catch in the middle, it's Branch. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Got a man, it's Thomas. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Fires to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Okay. 29 Philly.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Plows through the defense. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Wide open downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Smashes through the tackle. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And first down for the offense.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took